Hi guys, it's Baz from Hognose UK here. I've got an awesome clutch to cut today. So those of you that are familiar with the Bambino gene will know it was produced by Millz Thakkar at the Reptile Pit from a wild caught animal. He's proven it out quite a few times. We haven't actually tested if it's a super yet, but we've got hecpides, we've got clowns, and this clutch that I'm about to cut is carnivore to Bambino Mojave yellow belly. This Bambino, we weren't sure if it was yellow belly, but the last clutch I made with him, a yellow belly type. So the carnivore female in question, I think, is a super. She's got much darker blacks, nicer golds, more spotted, very different from other carnivores. It came from a carnivore to carnivore. So hopefully this clutch will prove out whether she is or she isn't. So without further ado, let's go and cut these eggs and see what I've made. So after the success of the bolt clutch, I'm now quite anticipating this clutch. This is what I believe is a super carnivore to a Bambino. The only reason I think it's a super carnivore is you've got much blacker blacks, you've got much golder golds, very different pattern on it, and it came from carnivore to carnivore. It's the only one I could say was distinctly different from anyone else in the clutch. This is her first ever clutch, and she's been to a Bambino. So the Bambino Mojave, which I've already had a successful clutch out of this season, and we believe we've made some yellow bellies out of it. So actually, it's a Mojave yellow belly Bambino. But we'll see what this produces. Oh dear, it's very windy today, isn't it? And these are bang on the day, so I'm going to cut them. Oh, and there is a Bambino. Wow. Wow, there we are. First, nearly said first fucking egg. First egg is a Bambino carnivore. Amazing, look at that. Wow. 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 I can't say anything else but wow. It's amazing. And I've cut a couple of clutches in the last couple of weeks when the odds have been absolutely diabolical and everyone was taking a piss out of me saying, that's not like you normally get the better odds and all that sort of thing. Well, if that's the only one in the egg, in the clutch, I don't give a shit. That is amazing. And there we go. There it is. Wow. Another one. Yep. That is a Bambino carnivore as well. Wow, look at that. Look at the blacks on that. Taking his first breath, look. Awesome. These guys are big there, and it doesn't look like a lot of yolk, so I think I've done right cutting them on today. Basically bang on the day. Didn't want to let them go any further, considering these are very important to me. I've not made many Bambinos. Oh, and there's another one. That's 3 out of 3. Wow. Wow. The other Bambani, the other Bambino clutches that I've done have always been low Bambinos. So far, that's 3 out of 3, and they're 3 carnivores. I'd expect the carnivores, because if my theory about her being a super was correct, and there's another carnivore. Now that, wow, that's a beautiful carnivore. That isn't a Bambino, so that is a carnivore. So my theory, I know it's only one clutch, but my theory about her being a super rests on that egg. So let's have a look. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, and there it is. Oh, it's another Bambino carnivore. Well, there you go. So first clutch from the scale. 5 out of 5 carnivores, 4 out of 5 Bambinos. Absolutely bloody amazing clutch. Over the moon. Absolutely flipping well stoked. That is amazing. It's a shame Millz couldn't share this video with me today. Unfortunately for him, he's at a funeral, but I'm sure he'll be ecstatic when he sees these. That's amazing. Wow. So here they are all shed off. World's first carnivore Bambino clutch. It's also a very interesting clutch in as much as the female carnivore I've always thought was a super. She's much more golden, and the blacks are much blacker than a standard looking carnivore, and I think it's proven that right. So basically all 5 of these animals are carnivores. So this is a carnivore, really nice example, beautiful head stamp. I'm going to put the lid on, otherwise I'm going to have snakes everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous, typical carnivore. Stripe down the dorsal end, stripe down the belly, whoops, stripe under the neck. Actually got a stripe almost all the way down this one. Nice chunky babies as well. She only had 5, but it was her first time mum. And that is a little boy, which is unusual. I don't really get many male carnivores. This season I seem to have a lot more males of everything, purely because I think we had such a hot summer when these clutches went in, that I think the higher temperatures do influence it to having more males. I normally have sort of probably 80% female and 20% males in my incubator, purely to the fact I do them around about 85 Fahrenheit. So this is carnivore number 2. Again, there's your little dorsal stripe, striped all the way down its belly and under its chin. That's a really nice example of a carnivore. Love these patterns crisscrossing over the back and that everywhere. Look at these. Really nice, really nice version of a carnivore. Example, should I say? And that is also a male. So this is proving to be what I kind of expected with the rest of the clutches that were laid earlier in the season. I'm getting I had one clutch that was 6 out of 7 males, which is very unusual for me. There's the first female. So there's a really nice example again. Lovely crossing over patterns. Look at the patterns there, it's awesome. These are really nice. Really nice. Big babies as well, as I said. They're probably getting on for 90 grams probably. Some unusual markings on the neck there, look at that. So then we come on to the Bambinos. These 2 Bambinos look different, and I think the reason being is one of them is a Mojave, the other one isn't. The other thing that could be influencing these, I keep forgetting, the Bambino that I used has actually thrown out a yellow belly. So some of these could be yellow bellies too. I don't actually see any yellow belly in those. But I've had a Bambino, I bred him to a magenta, and I've definitely got a yellow belly. So the difference between these 2 could be, I'm pretty sure this one is a Mojo, is a Mojave, and this one is a straight Bambino carnivore. This one is a Mojave carnivore Bambino. We'll have a look at, we'll do it the other way around actually. Okay, so this is a lovely, really dark looking Bambino. It's got a nice dorsal stripe. Synonymous, the pattern is quite typical of Bambino, but they have like more of a gravelly effect inside the alien heads, which I think the carnivore has affected. The alien heads are not the same shape as a traditional looking Bambino. Keep lifting it above the camera, sorry. That head is a combination of the Bambino and the carnivore heads down there. That is really nice, really deep, that chestnut colour. Broken up eye stripe at the back is quite interesting. the eye stripe sort of carries along and then breaks up. Let's have a look, see if we've got the typical carnivore. So there's an interesting thing. The Bambino has overpowered the carnivore. We don't have a typical carnivore belly. There's some striping trying to come through, but not a great deal. So there you have the world's first Bambino carnivore. And again, I don't think there is yellow bellies. I don't really understand how I managed to get a yellow belly in the last clutch, unless maybe I just missed it with these. So let's have a look at this guy. So this one I'm fairly convinced, look at the dorsal stripe there, it's typical, synonymous with a Mojave. So I think this is a Mojave Bambino carnivore. Look at that head, that is gorgeous. Let's have a look at the belly on this one. The belly is as clear as a whistle. Yeah, there's no striping whatsoever. But the only bit that's really synonymous with the carnivore is the dorsal stripe at the end of the tail. It's really messed it up. There's even less. It's even less of a typical Bambino. You can see some of the little gravelly markings in these alien heads here, but I think it's made a really dark, deep, rich looking animal, which I think these are awesome. And look at the stamp on that head, I love it. I love the two little lighter patches behind the back of his head. Absolutely beautiful. Over the moon with this clutch, absolutely over the moon. Not only have I made like Bambino carnivores, I've also proven that that girl was a super. And obviously, I know it's only one clutch, so I'll have to do it again to be 100% certain. But there's 5 out of 5 carnivores, as far as I'm concerned. I've already proven it. Well, there you go. Absolutely awesome clutch, and I always say absolutely awesome, but they're absolutely awesome. They exceeded my expectations, and the fact that, you know, this female has produced all carnivores is obviously another bonus. I suspected she would. It's only the first clutch, could be odds, could be luck, who knows. I won't know for sure until I breed her again, but you know, I'm very happy with the outcome, and the babies she's produced are absolutely stunning. They're really phenomenal looking babies. So you know, the two carnivore Bambinos are quite different actually, to be honest. I think one of them's like a high expression Bambino and the other one's a lower expression Bambino, but it's definitely Bambino. You know, who wouldn't be happy with a clutch like that? And it's a pair, so you know, absolutely brilliant. I keep saying absolutely a lot, so it's the absolutely video. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and stay safe out there. Winter is coming again.